To this house of fashion. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut a corset breast pad using this breast pad. These are two different ones. There is one with circle, but I think this is the perfect one for what we are cutting out. So the first thing we are going to do, I'm taking the measurement on this pattern. After that, I'm going to place it on the fabric to cut it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take the measurement of the shoulder. So the shoulder is 8 inches. This is 8 inches. 8 inches. So I'm using 1.5 for the shoulder slant. So from this 8 inches to this area. So after this, the next thing to do here is to take the measurement of the half cut, the under the bust measurement, the breast point measurement. I'm starting from the half cut measurement. I'm using 17 inches for the half cut with the same allowance. So this is my half cut. So under the bust is 15 inches. The breast point is 11.5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take the measurement of the armhole. The armhole measurement here is 8 inches. So this is the armhole, this is the breast point, this is under the bust, and this is the half cut. So I'm starting the measurement from the breast point here. The breast point I'm using here, I'm going to take the measurement of 1.5 inch from here. This is 1.5 inches, which is constant. 1.5 inches here. So from this 1.5 inches, you are going to place this breast pad. Like this, you can see. This is 1.5 inch. You are starting from here, from this 1.5 inch here. Then you place the breast pad. So you can leave it this way, but it's better you do it like this. You can see the way I slant it a little bit. Because if you leave it this way, it's okay, but the perfect way is to slant it this way. You can see the way I slant it a little bit. You can see this edge here, and this edge. So before then, you take the measurement of the bust. Mind you, this is the armhole, this is the breast point, this is the under the bust, and this is the half cut. So I'm taking the measurement from here, which is the armhole. So I'm taking the bust measurement. The bust measurement here, is 44. So that is 11 inches. The same allowance of 2 inches, which is the same thing as sewing allowance. The waist measurement is 36 inches. So this is 9 in 4 places. Will give us 36 inches. So with the same allowance of 2 inches, which is the same thing as sewing allowance. So here is it. As you can see. So the next thing to do now is to join the sketch. So from here to here, to this area, from this area to the armhole here. Then I'm going to cut it out. So now, this is after cutting it out. This is how it's going to be. This is the shoulder, this is the armhole, this is the armhole, this is the breast point, this is under the bust, and this is the half cut length. So the next thing to do now is to cut out the back as well. This is the front, so I'm using this to cut out the back. So I'm placing this on it to cut out the back. As you can see, this is a zip allowance. I'm using this for zip allowance. You can see it. So I'm going to cut it out. So here is the back, the zip allowance, and this is the front. So I'm going to keep the back aside. So the next thing to do is to come to this area where the breast point is and to take the measurement of 1.5 inches. After then, we introduce this. So I'm going to place this on it. From this 1.5 inches, I'm going to place it this way. You can see it. So it can be like this, and it can also be like this. I can try to slant it a little bit the way you're seeing it, or make it straight like this. But it should be very okay if you can slant it a little bit this way. You can see, starting from this 1.5 inches. So after then, the next thing you're going to do is to trace this out from here. Make a straight line. Then to this, you can see the way I slant it a little bit. So after slanting it like this, what you're going to measure is you must make sure you take the measurement from this shoulder and you get the perfect under the bust. From the shoulder to 15 inches. You can see it. You must make sure you get this 15 inches. You remove the tape, then you trace out this line like this. So now, this is what we are cutting out, as you can see. So now the next thing to do now is to cut it out. So I'm starting from here. So I'm not going to cut it from this line. I'm leaving 1/2 inch for the same allowance. It's 1/2 inch for the same allowance. So this is what we have here. Then for opening it, you are going to measure the dart. So the dart measurement is 4.5. So it's like this. Then I'm going to notch it. So then I can now open it out. So you can see, this is how it's going. We are going to divide this space into two. That is just the method. You must divide this space into two, and we're going to bias it at that area here and here too. The next thing to do now is to cut out the back. So I'm going to place this on it this way to cut it out, like this. Then I cannot cut it out. You can decide to make it lower than this. You can make it a low back, but don't forget it must be equal to this area. So now this is the back and this is the front. The next thing to do is to cut the pattern to cover this cup. After folding the paper into four like this, so I'm going to open it. You can see the line, this line, this line, this line. So I'm starting the measurement from here, like this. From the center of the line here, I'm taking 5.5 inches. So I'm going to make it round, like a circle. 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. Then like this. So after this, the next thing I'm going to do is connect my lines. So after connecting the line this way, the next thing to do is to deduct 1 inch from here and from here also. You see the way I'm going to do it. Like this. This is 1 inch. 1 inch. So I'm going to do the same to this second part also. So it's 1 inch. This is also 1 inch. So it's going to be like this. To the center. To the 1 inch. To the center. To the 1 inch. So I'm going to cut it out. So now this is the two. Then after that you're going to join it together. But before joining it, you're going to cut everything I cut out with the pattern, pick and the facing. Here is the finished work so far. This is the style. A corset breast pad. As you can see, this is the cup. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Bye.